So talking about outfield upgrades for the Yankees, and there's clearly a desire for them. They're already looking to upgrade in an area, to move upward from Joey Gallo and Aaron Hicks, who have not been as advertised, unfortunately. So for different reasons. But that said, I think before they make a trade, and we've talked about lots of guys that are good candidates for trade. I given my feedback, you given me yours, and whatnot. There are three guys I think they need to make a decision on one way or another in Scranton. Estevan Floreal, Miguel Andujar, and Tim LeCastro. They're serviceable, and the fact is, if you're going to call a guy up for this 27th man here and there, with garbage time here and there, then make a decision to either bring one of these guys up right now and decide whether you're going to keep him and still pursue a trade along the way. And if he's not producing, then it justifies your thinking to trade him. And I think the two main pieces are Esteban Floreal, who has struggled in his couple opportunities at the major league level to put together the offensive stuff. He's hitting right now .308 with 10 home runs, 41 runs, 29 RBIs, 26 stolen bases, and 19 doubles in 62 games in Scranton, AAA. So obviously you can see he can put it together with the bat, especially from the left-handed side. He has not been able to do that at the major league level. I get it. Miguel Andujar has a little bit more of a track record. He's also at .316 right now. He's got .362 on base percentage of .485 slugging. He's got 7 home runs, 25 runs, 27 RBIs in 45 games. And he was also the 27th man in the doubleheader that they just had this past weekend versus the Cleveland Guardians. So he did get a little bit of time. But he's also requested a trade because of his inability to secure a spot at the major league level. And I can't really blame the guy. So, but I think that that they need to make that decision too. I don't think it would be a good idea to make acquisitions, whether it be who else, but whatever, Ian Happ, Andrew Benintendi, Brian Reynolds, whatever it might be, and then still keep these guys around. Now, if they're used as part of a trade, okay, I understand. But what's the point of making a trade for an upgraded outfield if you're still going to have these guys toiling around in AAA? What's the point of having them in AAA? Use them or trade them in a move for somebody else, right, for pitching. The Yankees have more offensive outfielders coming up, guys like Brandon Lockridge and Everson Pereira and some of these other guys. But the two guys most notably, again, Floreal and Andujar have not either secured opportunities consistently at the major league level or have not capitalized on them at the major league level. And at some point, they have to decide. Make a decision on these two guys. Don't just leave them hanging here and fight for garbage time, because you can't expect people to be productive. At least I can't expect people to be productive at the major league level. This isn't the Fred Mucci League in Staten Island, okay? This is Major League Baseball, and you can't expect people to be sharp with garbage time play. It's just not. You're not hitting against whatever, some random dude at that level. You're going up against guys like Justin Verlander and all the other Astros pitchers and Cleveland Indians pitchers and all the top guys. That's almost impossible to do. Okay, so I think they need to make this major decision on those two guys and then just decide and move on. And that's it. I think it would help not only team morale, but help these players' morale too. Give them an opportunity elsewhere if you're not going to give them opportunities at the major league level here. Period. Okay? I understand wanting to trade, for upgrades. Yes, the Yankees need to upgrade. And there's also no guarantee that, Floreal and Andujar will be better than Gallo and Hicks. They definitely, their minor league stats suggest it, but that hasn't translated to the major league level, with the exception of the rookie of the year runner-up job from Miguel Andujar. But he hasn't produced at that level since then, even though he's had limited opportunities. So, to a different degree, Tim LeCastro, I think, he'll probably be around because of his speed and versatility and his defensive acumen. And that speed is something that the Yankees have not had a ton of and is not using a lot of. He's only batting .231 right now. He's got 1 home run. He's not, his stats aren't robust. Let's see his stolen bases, if he has any. He's got 4 stolen bases, but again, in limited time. So he's a guy that you plug in somewhat regularly, you can get 25, 30 stolen bases out of the guy. So, and in the minor leagues, for the Yankees, they're all over the place stealing bases. It's guys in their 30s, a whole bunch of them. All the big guys, Dominguez, Volpe, Peraza, some of these, they're stealing bases like crazy. So I love to see the aggressive base running. So I'm hoping that Tim LeCastro has opportunities like that too. And he's, he had a hot start. He's kind of leveled down. He's not known for his bat the way that Floreal and Andujar are at least at the AAA level, and to a degree Andujar at the Major League level, but still he has value here, and these other guys too. But again, I think right now the Yankees need to make a concrete decision. And again, this is just my opinion based on what we're seeing, and so you let me know what you think. And obviously, if anything happens with these guys, I'm going to put it out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. If you like news, Yankee news especially, so because things are going to get crazy over the next month or so. But I think they need to make a decision, because again, they've done this a lot of times too. Kept guys and kept guys and kept guys through, and just had them sitting there, Double A and Triple A. Like, what's the point at some point? Like, why are we doing that? I know you need guys at that level, but like, if you can be used as part of a trade for somebody else that they need, then do that instead of just sitting there and having them do nothing and giving them the hope that they might be spending some time with the major leagues. And when they don't do that, okay, so that's my feedback on that. I wanted to kind of emphasize that. I'll put out the lineup later on, and we'll do the recap tonight too. But I wanted to get into this a little bit because it's been kind of bothering me a little bit. But I know it's bothering a lot of other folks, because a lot of folks do feel Floreal and Andujar would be an upgrade over Gallo and Hicks. And there's only one way to really confirm that or prove it, is let them stay up here for a little while. And I know people want to get rid of Hicks. It's easier said than done. He's not going to get DFA with 3 years left. It's not going to happen. Gallo, maybe, but I don't think that's not their first choice. They're going to want somebody to eat some of the contract. That's the way they are. They're stingy in trades. They're stingy in free agency. That's just the way they are. Okay, so, and I understand why. But, with that said, I still think something needs to happen here one way or another. You let me know what you think, guys. Let's get into it.